I had published 415 YouTube videos and generated over $10 million in trackable revenue from those YouTube videos. So it was natural that a lot of our clients would ask me how they can start their own YouTube channel, or how I came up with topic ideas, or how I use my YouTube videos in my ads, marketing, and sales process to increase show rates and close rates. And I started showing people, and I learned that there was a real appetite for this. So after I did some research online and I saw what other people were offering, we decided to launch a new offer, which was essentially done for you YouTube videos. I spun up some ads and some sales funnels, and we took it out to the marketplace. And in the first 30 days, we closed about 45 clients. So things were going pretty well. But then after that, it kind of tapered off a little bit. And I started noticing our close rate was lowering. And when I got out and started analyzing the sales calls from our sales team, I noticed a really stark difference. The people that were showing up to the call ready to buy and paying in full, they understood that YouTube solved a deeper problem inside their business. It wasn't just YouTube videos. They understood that this was going to build trust with their prospects before the sales call, which would lead to higher show rates, higher close rates, and higher cash per call. On the other hand, the prospects that showed up and just thought that they were done for you YouTube videos, they were the ones that were always saying, why does this cost so much? Or I can just get someone on Fiverr to make this YouTube video for me for $100. Keep in mind, these two groups of people were presented the exact same deliverables, but one of them had no problem paying in full, and the other one couldn't be bothered to even put down a deposit. So ultimately, it boiled down to the positioning, or how these prospects saw this offer before they even got on the sales call. So I'm going to break down the 3 parts of this so you can install this inside of your business. Part 1 is problem levels. So what problem are you solving in the prospect's mind? Level 1 is surface level problems, and the majority of people market to these types of problems. So these are like, I need more leads, or I need a better funnel, or I need YouTube videos, or I need to lose 10 pounds, or I'm tired all the time. These are very simple problems, and because they're so simple, they're incredibly easily commoditized, meaning that if you're saying that you can help me lose 10 pounds, what's the difference with you and the 10 million other people that can offer me the exact same thing? The second level of problems that you can market to are called tactical problems. So these are a little bit better. This is, instead of saying I need more leads or I need a better closer, it's our show rate is too low, or our cost per acquisition is too high. My workouts and diet aren't consistent. I'm having trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. This is a little bit better than those surface level problems. You can differentiate yourself a little bit better. People are looking for tactics and support here, and that typically means you can charge higher prices for it. Level 3 problems are strategic problems, and these are the best kinds of problems to solve. You see, it's here that you can charge premium pricing. Even though you're ultimately doing the same thing that you would do in the level 1 problems, because of your positioning as level 3 strategic problems, these people are willing to pay more money. So examples of this would include stuff like, you're leaving millions on the table from your existing traffic or your existing demand. Or it would be something like, your environment's habits and identity make it impossible for you to stay fit long term. Now, most of the time, these people have tried level 1 and level 2 solutions. So they have tried the lead generation agency, or they have tried that show up product that they bought to increase their show rates. And ultimately, what they want is a holistic solution that can help them generate more revenue from the leads they already have. And that's a level 3 problem that you're looking to solve. Now, here's what I want you to do after you're done watching this video. Look at all your marketing and sales material, your ads, your videos, your sales funnels, your sales scripts, and ask yourself, are you talking about level 1 problems, but trying to charge level 3 prices? Because if you are, that's why you're always getting, this is too expensive. I don't consider myself to be like the sales coaching guru expert, anything like that. I've actually never, ever done any sales coaching or training in my entire life, even though we've done over $30 million in sales. But what I have found, ultimately, after doing all these sales calls, is that when you get a closed deal, it can typically be attributed to 3 main things. The first is logic, meaning that this makes sense to the prospect. They can see how this thing will get them to what they ultimately want. The second is proof. Even if they understood that this thing can get them what they want, they need to make sure that they're not the first people doing it, that you've done this over and over again for somebody just like them. The third part, the part that I think a lot of people sleep on, is authority, meaning that they look up to you. They understand your way of thinking and they think that your way of thinking is the right way. You see, authority is the difference between a good sales process and a great sales process. Authority is the reason why you close better than your sales team. It's because they know you, they see you, they trust you. So even with the best logic process and even with the best proof in the world, you need authority to make it so that you're closing at 30, 40, 50% of the deals that are on your calendar. So this little center part here is exactly where you want to be. Now, the only thing you should know about this is that most people's sales process, they are trying to build the logic, the proof, and the authority all on the sales call. And that's why it's becoming very difficult. That's why it's taking 2-3 calls to close. That's why your close rate's so low. That's why your show rate's so low. That's why your lead to booking is so low. Is because you're trying to do all of this process incredibly manually. Where what you should be doing is trying to push as much of this before the call as humanly possible. Because if somebody gets on the call and they've already consumed content and see you as an authority, if they get on the call saying the words that you want them to say, they are talking about level 3 problems, they're saying stuff like the trust engine, and they can see that you've helped people just like them. By the time you get on the call, it's no longer, well, who are you, what do you do, and how you can help me. It's, here's my specific scenario, does this apply to me here? And of course, those are going to be lay down deals, and as you guessed it, you can charge way more for those people than the people when they're coming in and you have to explain everything starting at zero.